Now go ahead and let's see how the onion skin option works. I change also the type to normal, and I will select the second frame inside my TLBoo sequence and activate the relative onion skin toggle by clicking here. And now I'm able to see the colors from the first frame that is behind the current one. Now, without selecting color from the palette, I will be able to pick color directly from the frame behind, and I will just click, keeping in mind to hold the shift on my keyboard to allow the style passes through the anti-aliasing of the area outline. Now to refine my drawing, I will deactivate the onion skin option and continue filling manually the remaining parts using, for instance, freehand and selecting the different colors. So for the shoes, for the hat, for the hair and eyebrows, and for the eye. It is also possible to combine the onion skin option and the type rectangular to obtain a kind of autofill. Now I move on frame number 3, activate the onion skin toggle here, and I have just to trace a box around my character. And I will continue in the same way on frame 4 and 5. After finishing the first 5 frames, I move on frame number 6 and let's see how the frame range works. The frame range allows you to perform the filling on a range of frames by clicking in the first and then in the last frame of the range. You can also shift-click to define the filling position for intermediate frames. Now select the hair color, select the normal type, and click in the hair area to create the first reference points, and this red cross appears. Now move to frame number 10 and click again to define the second frame of the range. And now if I check the sequence, all the hair inside these frames are filled up. Now I will do the same for the jacket. For the trousers. Now let's color the face, selecting the skin color and increasing the minimum fill depth to maximum value. Now select the hat color and move on the scarf, but before decrease the fill depth here. Move on the second part of the scarf. And in this case, shift click on frame 8. Now proceed for the hat. This time combine the frame range with rectangular to fill up the shoes on this frame range. Again with the type normal with the hat here and on the last frame needed. Now deactivate for a while the frame range for refining and shift click to use the maximum fill depth value. Now move on for the button. Now move on the eyes and combine the rectangular. Now let's check. Complete the jacket on last frames. Now we can combine the frame range with the selective options that prevents the painting operation to be performed on already painted areas. So I'll use it with rectangular to fill up the tuft and the eyebrows. And so on for the remaining parts. Now we'll deactivate to refine some remaining part and use now here I can activate again the frame range for the hands, because I have already filled all the remaining areas, and I can use also the rectangular. And now refine what remains. Deactivate again the frame range. And erase some mistake. Now I perform the final check, activating the transparency check to see if I filled up correctly all my drawings. Now, to save the painted level, select any cell where the level you want to save is exposed, choose File, Save Level As, and retrieve the folder where you want to save your level, for instance Painted Drawings, and choose a name like BP1, and the TLV and related TPL file will be stored in this folder. Now, to save the scene with the painted level, select File, Save Scene As. In the browser that opens, assign BP scene as name and click on Save. Now, if I move to my browser room, I will retrieve both the B_P1 TLV and related TPL that I saved in my Painted Drawings folder, and if I move inside my project and I go inside Scenes, I will find also the B_P scene. Thanks for your attention, and see you on next video tutorial.